Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. Rod Hember here with the question of the Ask the Pastor. And I love this question because it's a good one. It says, why did God have so many rules for sacrifices? When you look back in Leviticus and you look back in Numbers and you look back in all those places, you see that he has rules for sacrifices. So the question would be, why did God have so many rules? Well, first of all, when Moses was given the law for sacrifices, they were in the wilderness, and there were some things that God had to do, and he's very concerned about the details. And the details are very important. So when they're sacrificing in the wilderness, they don't have the temple and the tabernacle and all of that they have, but they don't have all the stuff necessary for fulfilling the sacrifices. Now, that was designed so that the people there could understand what God did. And also with a lot of the blood flowing and a lot of the things happening, God had to make sure that things were well taken care of. And it's not just the practical things, but it's also the spiritual things as well. What is interesting to me is when I read from Matthew chapter 5, the Sermon on the Mount, after 10 verses, Jesus Christ says, and I'll read from verse 11 up to verse 20. It says here, God blessed you when the people mocked you, or God blesses you when people mock you and persecute you and lie about you and say all sorts of evil things against you because you are my followers. Jesus says, he says, be happy about it, but be very glad, for a great reward awaits you in heaven. And remember that the ancient peoples were persuaded the same way, or were persecuted the same way. Jesus says that we will gain a reward in heaven. It's not that we go seeking it, but we will be, that our lives today are observing what God says. And so if we observe what Jesus Christ commanded us and do what he says, then we will be, of course, rewarded. It says, you are the salt of the earth, but what good is salt if it has lost its flavor? This is verse 14, verse 15. How can you make it salty again? It will be thrown out and trampled underfoot as worthless. You are the light of the world. The city on the hilltop cannot be hidden. No one lights a lamp and then puts it under a basket. Instead, a lamp is placed on a stand, where it gives light to everyone in the house. In the same way, let your good deeds and all of your good things shine. Let them shine out for all to see, so that everyone will praise you and your heavenly Father. And then Jesus turns the corner and he says this, don't misunderstand why I have come. I did not come to abolish the law of Moses or the writings of the prophet. No, I came to accomplish their purpose. The purpose of the law was God's instruction for the Messiah. And so he came to accomplish their purpose. I tell you the truth, until heaven and earth disappear, not even the smallest detail of God's law will disappear until its purpose is achieved. So our purpose is to live for God, and God allows us to do so. So I would simply say that when we focus on this, we need to keep in mind that Jesus Christ fulfilled the purpose of the law. So therefore, we are Christians. We follow Jesus Christ and fulfill his purpose in the law. Now, there's a lot of reasons why, but the main thing to remember is, as people who are not Jewish, if you are Jewish, this too, Jesus Christ is the only way to come to know the Father. And so we need to come to the Lord and understand that. But the purpose for the law is very interesting. It was designed to take care of things in the wilderness and designed to take care of things there. That's very, very important. But Jesus Christ fulfilled it, and we have to follow him. All right, so that's the answer to today's question, and we'll answer another one in the future.